So again, thank you so much for joining me in the Spiritual Love Circle. I'm Jovhannah, the Spiritual Love Healer, founder and creator of the Spiritual Love Sanctuary, which is a spiritual healing space where I provide energy healing, intuitive readings, as well as coaching and other offerings to really help you to heal so that you can thrive and live abundantly ever after. The Spiritual Love Sanctuary is a sacred space where you are safe. We don't judge in this circle. This is a space where you are able to come to be yourself, to get support, to be heard. And today we're going to be talking about balance, finding balance and what that looks like. I'll be sharing some of my experiences and tips, and you're able to jump in and share as well. So you can probably hear my little one. She is playing right now. So if you hear little voices, just know that that is my life as a single mom who, I work from home, running my business. That's what it is. So balance. Let's really get into the topic of balance. Feel free to use the chat box so that you can comment or ask questions. You can send them there. And I'm going to look up the definition of balance because I know that words have power. And I think it's really important that we have a clear idea of what this concept of balance is. So balance says an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. A condition in which the different elements are equal or in the correct proportions. To keep or put something in a steady position so that it does not fall, offset or compare the value of one thing or another. And let's see if there's any other balances. Nope. So it's basically, something that has two parts and finding equilibrium between those two parts. I'm looking to see stability of one's mind or feelings. And I have a call coming in. Let's decline that really quick. Okay, so hang on, because this is just going to keep happening. Hold on. Sorry about that. Talk about balance. But so balance, as it is defined, doesn't necessarily relate to our everyday experiences in life. It's more so conditional. And one of the things that I have realized is that the idea of balance itself can place a lot of stress on people, especially people who don't have the same resources or support. So there was something, or somebody was saying like, oh, you have the same hours in the day as Beyonce. And I was like, that's not true. I forget where I was having this conversation at, but I was like, that's not true. Beyonce is able to free up her time because of the help that she has. She has assistants, she probably has staff, she has stylists. So there are a lot of responsibilities that she's able to outsource to others, which means she has more time than you. She has more resources than you, right? So we put ourselves in these, got a mosquito bite or something here. We put ourselves, I'm looking for an essential oil. Eucalyptus will do. I just recently cleaned my office up, and so everything is not where it normally is, but I can feel that something bit me on my arm. So instead of me continuing to scratch it, I'm just gonna put some essential oils on it to kind of take some of that irritation out. So that being said, balance is not necessarily a fair way to look at life, because if you think about it, there's always that give and take, that push and pull, where you might want to equally divvy up your time between taking care of the house, between your job, between your family, between your social life, between your me time, between just relaxing, having fun, between dating. And there's really no way to equally distribute yourself across all of these different areas. And when I had this realization, it made me feel so much better, because I used to beat myself up because I was like, why am I not able to do this? And why am I not able to do that? And, a lot of it was because it's not a reality. It's not realistic to think that every single area of your life is going to have balance. So I think that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to talk about this topic of finding balance, is that we don't need to find balance, but we do need to create harmony in our life, right? Um, I talk to so many moms and just women who are like, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. And, I'm trying to find work-life balance. And the reality is there is no work-life balance. I remember working in corporate America especially after having my daughter, and there was no balance. There was no support. It was horrible. And that's when I realized that this whole work-life balance, this whole balanced life stuff is not realistic. It's an idea that we are sold, and it can put you into states of anxiety and stress, constantly trying to strive for balance or feel like you're the, hot mess mom and you don't have it all together. And, what are you doing, right? So let's just sit with the idea that we're no longer going to try to find balance in our lives, but we are going to look for and create harmony. So the way, and I'm just trying to turn this off really quickly, the way I like to think of it is that it's a dance, right? So sometimes you're just doing a gentle, like, a little sway, a little two-step. Other times you have to put in more work. Sometimes, the song changes and you're off tempo a little bit, but then you finally catch up. So there's a lot of different, ways to look at this thing that we consider balance. And again, I prefer to look at it as finding harmony, finding your rhythm with life. Your dance with life is going to look completely different from my dance with life, and especially depending on, what our home life is like. What is your work life like? What is, what resources and support do you have? Because that makes a difference as well. If you don't have, the same amount of resources and support, then it's going to be a different dance for you. And that goes back to, the same thing where, Beyonce her time is different than yours, because she has a different level of help and a different level of resources that allows her to outsource a lot of the things that most people have to do for themselves. And so once you sit back and you really allow yourself to accept the fact that you are wearing multiple hats, you are filling multiple roles, you have multiple responsibilities, and getting out of the idea that everyone has the same 24 hours in the day, which it's not true. Yes, a day consists of 24 hours, but everyone has different responsibilities, different resources, different priorities. It's not the same. And so one is to stop comparing yourself. Stop looking at other people's situations. Stop looking at other moms' life. Stop, looking at the pretty pictures on Instagram thinking this mom has it all together because look how, well-dressed and mannered her children are. When we don't really know what's happening behind the closed doors, we only know what we are experiencing in life. And so if you are caught in that cycle where you're kind of judging and you're feeling a little guilt or shame, I want you to pause and just relax. Take a deep breath and just be present with yourself where you are right now and just look at you. Keep your eyes on you. I was talking earlier today about, I was doing a reading and I was looking and noticed there was a horse on the card, and I don't have it out, but they put blinders on horses, which are like these eye coverings. So they can't see out of their peripheral because they have a very broad peripheral vision. So when they put the blinders on the horses, they can only see their way forward. And they do that so that the horse doesn't get distracted or doesn't wander off, the path or the trail, because they can only focus on what is ahead of them. So I need you to put your blinders on so that you can only focus on your path and what is ahead of you. And another thing that I share with people is that if you are in a space where you are, in a space where you're really being hard on yourself, or, you're getting caught up in what other people are doing and feeling that, in that comparison state, one of the things that I recommend is a detox from social media, from, reality TV, from social media, from TV, from like detoxing what you're taking into your mind that's making you feel that you are not where you need to be. And then again, just focus on you and your life. Okay. So that is the big thing, is realizing we do not all have the same amount of time or responsibilities in a day, and that there is no such thing as true balance, but there is this dance that you can do with life. I think when we hear the word work-life balance, it makes you feel like, I didn't spend enough time with my child today, I spent more time on work. And sometimes that is the flow of life, but it's not like that every day. So some days you do get to spend more time with your child. And then some days you get to have some you time. So remember, it is a dance and not a hard divvying up of time to try to find that elusive balance. So now that you only need to focus on you, your roles, and your responsibility, the next thing that is very helpful with, finding the balance is blocking out your time. And so one of the things that I did was I created a model calendar. And excuse me, sorry, today has been a long day and I'm a little bit tired, but I did relax for an hour before the Spiritual Love Circle, just to kind of give myself some time to decompress while my daughters talked, and I just listened, and it was a very interesting conversation. But oh no, what was I thinking? I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Model calendar. Thank you. Okay, so a model calendar is, you create your ideal schedule. And I will try to find that document and I will add it into the resource library. So if you don't have access to that, head over to spirituallovesanctuary.com/free. And you can register for your account. That will take you into the free membership that allows you to access the resources that I'm adding into my community, which will be opening soon. It's all about empowering single moms, so definitely check that out. Now, in the calendar, it's kind of like a weekly calendar, and you create your ideal schedule. So in the schedule, let's say maybe at 5 o'clock, you want to wake up and work out from 5 to 6. And then from 6 to 7, you're, showering, getting breakfast, all of that. And then from 7 to 8, maybe that's, waking up the kids, getting them ready for school. And then, you block out your time for work, commute, all of that, so you're basically creating what your ideal day would look like. And having this kind of mapped out for you will help you when it comes to the actions that you decide to take, because you want to strive towards working towards having that as your life, the life that you're living. And again, over time, maybe you'll see that you want to add other things in and you want more time with your family. So you add that into your calendar. Maybe you designate that Saturday is family day, and on Saturdays we go to the park. On Saturdays, we go to the library. We go to, the arcade in town or whatever the case may be. But you're creating space for the things that are important to you in your life with this model calendar. So that's another tip, is to kind of, forecast what you want your life to look like. The other thing too is, whenever you're creating a schedule, you also want to create a buffer space. Anytime, like, I have a client schedule an appointment, I don't allow, there's always a 2-day window. Like, I don't allow anyone to like schedule a same day appointment. It has to be with, at least 2 days out. That way it gives me time to, prepare adequately, to make sure that I have everything, set up and aligned for them. So, create space in your schedule for things to shift and for things to change in case, things pop up. So in addition to the spiritual healing work that I do, I also do social media management. And sometimes that takes up a lot of my day. So when I know that I have set things that I need to do, then I will either wake up earlier, or I will stay up later, or have someone to kind of preoccupy Savvy so that she is, busier out the house. So maybe her grandparents will spend time with her. That gives me some quiet time where I can just, put on my music, get in the zone, and power through and get things done. So maximizing your time and, creating ideal atmospheres for you to get things done that you need to get done. I also try to do most of my cleaning when Savvy is not here. So if she is gone, with her grandparents, then I'm like, okay, let's wash the dishes, put a load of clothes in, do this, do that, do this, do that. I also know where I need assistance, things that I don't like to do. So make a list of the things that you don't want to do. For me, it's laundry. I don't want to do laundry. I also don't want to do like maintenance cleaning, like the, weekly cleaning of the bathroom and things like that. Like, I would love to have a housekeeper to come in and take some of those responsibilities off of my hands, because that allows me to free up time. One of the things that I've started doing this year was using Instacart. One of my friends on Facebook wrote a blog post that talked about Instacart coming out, and it was great, getting groceries delivered. And that post inspired me to see, is Instacart in my area? And it was. And it saves me time, because now I don't have to go to the grocery store. I get to have my groceries delivered. I just put them away and life is good. I like that, because it's me outsourcing certain responsibilities in my home, which allows me to free up my time, and it makes me feel good because that's one less thing on my plate. So look for different ways that you can start to outsource things in your own life. Another thing is to use a calendar. So I have two. I have my calendar on my iPhone, and I also have my Law of Attraction planner. And I try to keep this with me every day so that, no matter where I am, I know exactly what's going on. In my planner, so Sunday is my planning day. I go through my digital calendar. I look at all of my tasks and projects coming up for work, for business, client appointments, family appointments, activities, working out. And then I go through the week and I start scheduling things in. Schedule. I block out time for, important things, meetings. And I also have gotten to the point where now, because I do not like doing laundry, you guys, I love to wash the clothes, put them in the dryer. That's great. Folding, not my strong point. So I try to either hang up everything, so that way I just have to fold, like underclothes and socks and things like that, which helps. But overall, if I could just have somebody else do it, I would be so happy. So on my calendar, I write in today's laundry day, do some laundry. And sometimes I'll put fold the clothes. If I see it there, it's like, okay, just do it. And of course, make it fun. I shared on my Instagram stories that I made working out fun by starting pole fitness, right? What's more fun than that? And it's a very quick way to build strength in your body, your upper body. It slims your core. It has so many amazing benefits. So I'm just beginning that, and I look forward to it. So that's great. Also have gotten into more fitness wear. So like, getting nice yoga pants and tops that, I look good while I'm working out works for me. So make it fun. Reminders are great. And then if you cannot get something done, because trust me, there are things that I don't get done. Sometimes I have to let my personal or business goals maybe slide a little bit because I have some other priorities that come in. Do not beat yourself up. That is the key to finding harmony. So some days there are dishes in the sink and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get to these today, but it's not the end of the world. Nobody died. We're safe. We're healthy. And I will take care of them when I can. So the harmony and balance comes when we're not beating ourselves up. So yeah, we're not going to beat ourselves up. We want to be realistic with what we're able to accomplish. And if you are tired, allow yourself to rest. If you cannot get something done, it's okay. Just be okay with what you're able to complete, and give yourself grace and be compassionate with yourself, because we're already doing a lot as single moms, as women, as business owners, employees. We do a lot. And so you have to celebrate what you are able to accomplish. Another thing I do, it's more so for business tasks, because sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not making progress. So I keep what I call a business journal. You can do this for your day or for your house or however you want to do it, but each day I'll just go in and make notes on what I completed. So like today I'm gonna, I got some videos recorded. I hosted the Spiritual Love Circle. I posted on Instagram, sent some important emails, just so I know, oh, I washed dishes, whatever. List out the things that you accomplished. So when you're sitting there and you feel like I'm not doing anything, I haven't accomplished anything, you can go back and look and say, wait, no, like I did these things. And it's very helpful to not only build your belief and confidence in yourself, it does make you feel good to know that you were able to get these things done. So it's something for you to be really proud of yourself for, and really getting out of the space where you are beating yourself up, feeling that you're doing a bad job at life or at parenting, when you are absolutely doing the best that you can with what you have. And I think that is what is most important. Also, as you are going about your day, scheduling, your week or what have you, make sure that you are carving out some time for yourself first and foremost. Those moments, whether it's just 5 minutes, 10, an hour, whatever you can do, makes a humongous difference when you are taking care of yourself. We get into these spaces where we put our capes on and we're going out there, we're trying to save the world, we're showing up for everybody else, but not ourselves. And that's where we get into trouble. Give yourself the same compassion, the same energy, the same love, the same time, the same, positive energy that you would give to someone else who is reaching out and needing your help. So make sure you self-love, self-care is at the top of your to-do list each day. And I know for me, like, even if, I don't necessarily do like something super huge, I do have some daily rituals that I do with my tarot journal, and even my calendar has these awesome affirmations. So today it says, today I ask, what do I need to know, and the universe responds. And these just, it's like a little sacred moment. It's the Louise Hay affirmation calendar, I believe, but I did get that from Hay House. So feel your day. And even, I've got my essential oils, my diffuser, I have like my salt lamp. So I set beautiful things around me that remind me to care for myself, to have peace, to connect with my spirit, to stay in alignment with who I am and who I want to become. So I hope this was helpful. I hope that this has inspired you to dance with life instead of trying to find balance, but to dance with it. When the beat changes, you just shift your steps. It might take you a few moments to catch up, but you can do it. I believe in you. I love you. And I thank you so much for joining me in the Spiritual Love Circle. We will be back next month on the 27th, on the 22nd. And I just want to take a look and see what our topic is going to be. So August, oh, okay, great. We're going to be talking about adopting healthy habits in August. And I can't wait for that. I think that'll be good because I'm working on more healthy habits. And I would love for you to join me to share what healthy habits you are working on as well. So I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your week. And I will see you next time in the Spiritual Love Circle. If you want to connect with me, you can find me in the Healing Single Mothers Facebook group, where I will be sharing more about how you can heal, how you can thrive, and live abundantly ever after.